But that actually is kind of like that is the thing that 90s families did go through.
Yeah.
Getting computers, getting the internet for the first time. I remember quite vividly, and The Simpsons reflected that. But I feel later on when they start spoofing, like Apple and more modern stuff, it doesn't feel right.
No, I don't think it does.
But you know, like I said, we're trying to be as objective as possible. You know, so we're going to be
So
fair.
we can talk about that. As we say, how it's changed. Like now, it has so much competition from Prestige, HBO. Like when this came out, '89, the only other really big show from then that people still talk about is like Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And that's a completely different one, obviously.
There's a pretty funny Twin Peaks spoofing episode of Simpsons. Actually.
Oh, that's Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
yeah.
And he's got the burning card.
Yeah. I think Homer's watching it on TV, and it's like a guy dancing with a cow.
Oh, it's the lead.
Because we spoof it in.
Oh, they do too, don't they?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously now it's got competition from stuff like South Park and Family Guy and all Seth MacFarlane's
cabal of terrible programming.
Yeah.
Shit sandwich of television.
I mean, like all the other kind of loads of 90s animated sitcoms.
Yeah, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, yeah. There was Father of the Pride.
Oh, I remember that one, yeah.
And then there was that one where it was like the claymation one with the African American family.
Yeah, they did a lot of crap to try and capitalise on it.
Yeah.
Oh, and what we'll also be reviewing is, so we'll do every episode out of 10, yeah?
Yeah, out of 10, yeah. Oh, I suggested it should be out of 8, you know, because of...
their fingers.
Fingers, but we'll make it easy to say 10.
Yeah, because then what if it's like, if it would be a 9 out of 10? What's that out of your 8 system?
That's like half a digit.
Half a digit, you see, but then it's out of 16.
It's too complicated. No,
exactly.
It makes sense doing it out of 10. Yeah, out of 10 for each
And then
episode.
we'll review each season.
Yeah, so like after we've watched the entire season, we'll do a big recap of what we felt of the season overall, how it developed, how it changed things, and...
I mean, that changed as well during its run. Like, TV used to be seen as episode by episode. Now people talk about it more season by season.
Yeah.
So that's changed.
And we could talk about the cliffhanger.
Oh, the cliffhanger. That was huge.
That was amazing. That had never been done before. I don't think, anyway. I think that
it is a piss take of the Who Shot JR.
Yeah, of course,
which was as big. In a way.
I mean, also, I think one of the biggest shows at the time I did that, because it was just coming to fashion, was when Next Generation did it, when Star Trek did it.
Oh, I've never seen Star Trek.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, wasn't that on at the same time?
It was on at the same time. The episode ends with Captain Picard becoming a Borg. William Riker, the second in command, is like, fire! And the episode cuts there, and it was like, oh, what? Star Trek's having a 2-parter? What? It was huge at the time. And it was around a similar time to Who Shot Mr. Burns, and it was a good way of igniting interest for the next season. Of course, they're going to exploit it, but I don't think Simpsons has ever done a 2-part since.
No, I don't think they have. They've done loads of gimmicks. We can talk about the gimmicks. Like, did you know how Edna and Ned get together in the later ones? They had a voting. Fans voted. Right, they did a text vote, I think, to see whether they did get together or not.
Trying to be cool.
Trying to get down with it. Well, I think that's the main flaw of the later ones. They're trying to catch up with what's advanced.
Yeah.
Further, but they can't really. I mean.
Further, there's no way now. Yeah. It's not like South Park where it's made on a weekly basis, so those guys can really stay on top of what's going on.
Well, I think it's funny. You can actually see when TV gets really good, which is 1999 when like Oz and The Sopranos are on, and then The Simpsons just goes straight down, like pretty much. I mean, it's weird because like the worst series is like 8, 11, and 12. They've got them awful episodes, like the one where they got to
13, 14 as well.
30, oh yeah, 13.
They're worse.
Oh god.
We're gonna get to like and then there's some of the new ones which I've never seen before. Like
Moe's Dish Rag.
Moe's Dish Rag. I've never seen that one before. I can't wait to look at the merchandise.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to before I get into the track.
Sidetracked,
Yeah, the merchandise, the beloved Simpsons cash-ins. There are the toys, the video games,
the Yellow Album,
and the other album.
I don't know.
Sergeant Homer's Band or something. It's like a piss take for Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah. The Yellow Album is almost as good as the White Album. Is it? It doesn't quite achieve. It doesn't quite achieve the same levels as White Album, but Yellow Album comes close.
Isn't it more eclectic as well?
Yeah. It's a quadruple CD.
Yeah.
of different takes and
I like the scat side.
the scat side. I like the experimental jazz fusion side.
Oh, that's probably my favourite.
That's the best bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I've got all sorts of Simpsons crap lying about, which I'm sure could make fill an episode of rubbish.
Crap. Yeah, exactly. But
All
yeah.
sorts.
We're going a bit deeper though. We're saying what this says about The Simpsons. We won't just be doing
We won't be doing so. Oh, look at this fun toy we've got. No, we'll be looking at
what it says about The Simpsons. Why they decided to cash? Because it was a huge. I mean, it's hard to understand now how big it is. Because it isn't that big now. I mean, have you seen it got its lowest ratings ever?
Yeah, the viewership has really gone down.
Yeah, I think it's at 3 million a week when it used to be
well,
at least 10. 10 would have probably been a poor one, wouldn't it, for the
probably.
season?
It got to the point where like T-shirts had to be banned in schools.
Yeah.
You know, like I kind of similar with Pokemon, where like Pokemon T-shirts and cards, and they're all banned in like certainly in most of the schools I know. Like I know in America, a lot of Bart Simpsons T-shirts have to be banned. I think a kids show is big when it gets to that point.
Yeah.
When it gets to that point, when a school has to change its regulations.
Yeah.
That's when it's big. So that's the kind of big we're talking about here, I think.
Yeah, I mean now it's just like no one even like people I know, no one even watches it anymore.
No, even like when the movie came out, like
that was huge.
There was renewed excitement, but I feel there was kind of like a bit of a shrug.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's done now. Right.
Yeah, and keep watching because the Simpsons movie in 300 or so.
Yeah, well.
When was that season?
2007.
Ah, yeah, so that would be what, season 20 or something? 20, somewhere between
I think it was around 20. I think they linked the two in together.
Oh, yeah, they did. I think it was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll be reviewing that.
Yeah, so that's
pretty much everything that we'll be doing. We'll be over 600 episodes easily. Because there's what, 13 and then, it'll be at least 600, probably 650.
We're going to be old, dishevelled men still doing this.
Yeah.
And there's still going to be episodes.
The Simpsons has every ability to outlive us.
Probably. But The Simpsons is older than us.
Yeah.
At this stage. I mean, for me, only by a couple of years. For you, I think a few more.
5 years, I'm 20, so it's 25.
Yeah, I was born I was 91. Simpsons came out in 89, so yeah, it's slightly older than me, but I feel pretty much as I've grown up with The Simpsons. Yeah. I really feel like I've grown up with the show, I guess.
Well, when I was growing up with it, though, the series I was watching, it was already going downhill, but I was too young. Like, when I started watching it, I think that would be like early 2000s, late 90s, so it was already on series 10.
I watched loads of the classic episodes when I was a kid. And then when I started watching it on a weekly basis, it was getting to about that point. But I used to have like videos and.
Well, I remember the videos. You used to only be able to get them
four
episode box sets. Yeah. I used to have loads of those.
I did as well. Yeah. I had a really cool one where it was like, I wish I still got it actually. It's like a rock one.
Yeah.
Where it was like it had like The Simpsons and it had the Who on the cover.
Oh, I've had that one.
Yeah, it has a big little toy inside, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
I had one. It was a season 1 video. I only had 2 episodes about the General and the one where we go to Dr. Marvin Monroe, the most beloved character in The Simpsons.
Oh, that's an awful episode.
Marvin Monroe.
I remember they used to cost about 20 quid a video.
Yeah. You got about 60 minutes of entertainment.
Exactly.
You kids don't know how good you've got it these days.
Well, that's another thing that's changed with The Simpsons. You can anyone who wants to can watch all of them. You can even watch them online if you're.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when the season boxes started to first came out, I was like, that's so weird, because I thought, oh yeah, The Simpsons are seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I used to think, obviously I knew they were maybe split into yearly blocks, but like, they obviously just to run into each other.
Yeah. I
couldn't really distinguish the seasons. But I see, that's interesting now that the season box sets are out.
Yeah.
I'm still collecting them.
Yeah, well, over here, they've not caught up. I think in America you can at least buy series 20 onwards.
No, I think you can. The release pattern's following the same one as ours, but they release season 20 early.
That's what I was going to say. 20
like
onwards, but then you go.
I don't think you even get 20 onwards.
I know can you just get 20?
Just 20.
Anyone in America who knows? Yeah.
Please tell us. We're ignorant British people. We don't know these things. But I do know up to here you can only get season 16. You can import season 20 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
Who would want to pay that extortionate amount of money to watch classic episodes like Bart goes to the moon.
Bart gets another elephant.
Yeah, Bart gets another elephant. Guest starring Mandy Moore as the elephant.
Another episode about how Lisa got a saxophone
Yeah.
with a cameo from Jay-Z.
Oh.
Has Jay-Z's been in an episode of The Simpsons, right?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we can talk about how guest stars are destroying the show.
Oh, guest stars, yeah. But,
Jeremy Irons as the dish rag.
Yeah. Again, like, that's the thing. Like, that was another interesting thing about The Simpsons was the guest stars, because he used to use them really, really well, I felt.
Yeah, I mean, this classic, like, the second series uses Dustin Hoffman just as another character. And
in a really clever way.
Yeah.
And it's really sweet, and it's really nice. And they don't draw attention to the fact that it is Dustin Hoffman.
No.
I mean, I think even clever in season 3 to get Michael Jackson,
yeah.
real Michael Jackson,
to play a fake Michael Jackson.
Play Michael Jackson. I think that's a really clever idea when he kind of talks
Yeah.
about the media hysteria at the time surrounding MJ. But we're giving away our discussion points.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
this is a
talking about
taster.
Taster.
Imagine this extended to 10 minutes each point.
It's going to be the best thing ever.
That's true.
It's going to be like a primer.
Yeah.
When Matt Groening talks about this in, when he's on his deathbed, he was saying, when I was dying, I watched every episode of The Simpsons. I was watching these guys' videos for every single episode.
Curse them, bringing
Curse
my
them.
faults out.
Yeah. So we're going to launch basically straight into season 1.
Straight into series 1.
We're going to, the first episode's that Christmas special.
Yeah, the first one will probably be a lot longer, just to obviously catch up with.
We'll be talking about the Tracy Ullman show and stuff like that, and what led up to the creation of The Simpsons.
Well, might as well make it into 2 parts. I mean, this will probably have to be 2 parts now.
This probably will be, yeah. I think we've ranted for way longer than I thought we were going to be doing.
Yeah.
Because as you can probably tell,
well, this was going to be a 1-minute intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1-minute intro. Now it's becoming like a 20-minute.
No, it's Ulysses.
It's Ulysses lengths. It's going to be an episode that's more freeform and we're going to experiment. Ooh.
Yeah. Keep watching.
Keep watching. So we're going to launch into season 1. So
press stop. I thought that was going to be it.
Yeah. Fine.
25 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it is still playing.
Is it? Oh right, sick, sick. Right, so we hope you enjoy watching. We're going to really enjoy rewatching these. We're going to enjoy
mostly we'll enjoy rewatching them.
We're going to enjoy the first 9 seasons, and we're going to see where it goes from there.
That's true.
So keep watching.
We're going to go into places unknown.
Yeah, a voyage of discovery.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Like Christopher Columbus.